one of these because it's a nice day outside. My building here has a scheduled brownout, so I figured why not come out here and just talk to you guys if you have any questions regarding the Philippines, anything at all. Right now I'm here in Cebu, Ayala Mall. So any questions you have regarding dating, traveling, anything at all. I'm not even sure if we're live right now. I don't see anyone on the channel. So if you guys can see me and hear me, please let me know in the comment section. I don't know if the 5G is going to be good enough here to run a live stream. I don't want to use the Wi-Fi here at the mall because sometimes it cuts in and out. But if I have to, I'll try that. So if you guys can kindly let me know in the comment section if you can hear me and see me. And then I really have no topics to really discuss. I'm just out here, like I said, scheduled brownout, and I figure why not take a minute to check in with you guys. It's been a while since we've done one of these live streams, right? From what I recall, it's been at least like a few weeks. Usually, unless I have a specific topic to discuss. Oh, now we got 15 people watching. So, okay, perfect. Thank you, Mark Gomez says, hearing. Excellent. I can hear and see you. Also says, Kayla. Yeah, so I've been here for a couple weeks now. I just left Ilo, which was a fantastic time over there. And in a very short span of time, within the first like week, I made like 2 really good friends. Just randomly, you know, they know who they are. They ran into me on the street, and next thing you know, we're like shooting the shit. I also went down to or up to Rojas, to see Michael from that Philippines Life. Check out his bar, the Canadian Beaver Bar and Grill, and check out his house. He's renovating 250,000 pesos for a 2 or 3 year lease that he wants to like upgrade and just be comfortable in the place he's renting. So if you guys want to see those videos, I just released the last of 3, right? So I did it, his interview, his business, and his home. It's on the channel. If you guys are curious, take a look at that and see what happens. Sir Williams says, hey sir. Well, hello, Sir Williams. Thank you. So we'll just talk randomly, mainly just to check in with you guys. It's been a while since we did a live stream. If you guys have any questions regarding the Philippines, I know the holiday season's around the corner. I'll tell you guys about my second channel if you don't know yet later on. So a whole bunch of stuff. Windy. Is it windy? Like, are you guys hearing the wind right now? Is that what it is? Or are you just saying it's windy because you're in Cebu as well? It is a little bit windier than usual. Any kind of breeze in the... So, yeah, like for example, this right now, I'm in one of the most developed areas in Cebu. The Ayala Mall and the internet kept going out. But that's just the SIM card from Globe, the 5G network. So I switched over to the Wi-Fi here. Hopefully it's a bit more stable. If you guys can still see me and hear me. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. So this is one of those things, if you come to the Philippines, internet, power interruptions can happen from time to time. It really isn't a big deal if you just are not like someone that lives off the internet completely. But you can always get backups, right? So you can get a SIM card from Globe, another one from Smart. They're only $1 each. You just got to register them. So just in case, have multiple backups. So unless you're uploading and downloading heavy content all the time, it really isn't a big deal. I fly, for me, says, getting from Jomtien. Oh, Jomtien Beach, greetings. Getting. I can't even read, bro. Greetings from Pattaya, Thailand. Something tells me I'll be there very soon. Maybe not Pattaya, but somewhere in Thailand. So I just left Thailand a couple months ago, but time flies, you know? So many beautiful places to see, so little time. I wish I could be everywhere all the time at once. If you guys have any questions regarding Philippines, Cebu, getting here, dating here, living here, visas, cost of living, any kind of questions you got, feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you guys. Right now I'm still using my GoPro for my outside videos when I'm walking around. It's a bit more stable than my Sony camera. I'm sure I can stabilize that too if I go into settings, but you know me, I'm still kind of half-assing this whole YouTube thing, so I don't want it to become too stressful. So, oh shit. Violet says, pray for Mark Thornton. He had a massive stroke in Dumaguete. I met Mark, you know, I interviewed him on the channel, I guess almost 2 years ago now, or at least a year and a half ago. I hope he recovers. Yeah, of course, anyone, doesn't matter whether you like their videos or not, there's another human being that is going through a rough time, so I hope he recovers. Yeah, Sir William says sometimes you gotta roll with it. That's the whole point of life, man. If I wanted to be in a stressful situation, always worried about power and internet, I would have just stayed in Canada. You know what I mean? So life's more than just that. Even though I make a living through these YouTube videos, it's still not, you know, I'm not gonna stress over it to the point where I'm just always in a state of annoyance. Let's put it that way. It is what it is. I know by now what to expect. They were kind enough to give us notice at their condo about a week ago, so we had plenty of time to organize. They also offered us the next condo that has like a, I guess like a meeting room or whatever, if somebody wants to just hang out in there. So yeah, there's always options. At the mall, you can rent out a co-working space if you really want to. I just spent all morning at a McDonald's and a cafe. I'm all espressoed out. Like I've had at least 3 shots of espresso first thing in the morning. I mean, it's not really that morning, it's 11 o'clock. But the mall is open at 10, so before that, I was just hanging around and having some coffee. But now, just trying to waste some time before I have to do my Asia Now videos. T&D Production says Mark is a great guy. I mean, I only met him for about 30 minutes when I did my video, so I have no quarrels against him. I don't really watch other YouTubers, so, and I know he's the one that does the every man has a story, right? So yeah, but good for him. He always shares people's stories. Sir William says, I want to be in the Philippines, but concerned about the brownouts and dating black guys. Hey man, black men still you don't gotta worry, man. I got 2 videos coming about a couple brothers here specifically about dating. They'll be out in a couple weeks, and trust me, you got no issues here. Whatever you're doing back home, you're gonna do at least 10 times better here. It's not an issue at all. Yeah, of course they prefer white dudes. Actually, they prefer Koreans if you really want to be specific. But 1% or less may even have a chance to speak to a Korean. Another 5% might even get a chance to speak to a white guy. And trust me, there's a lot of women out here to go around for everybody. Brown dudes like me. Everybody getting it in the Philippines. So don't worry about that. It's just the quality you got to kind of be prepared for. Like the ones that are willing to talk to you out in the open without you approaching or laying down game or courting and all that might not be the best of the best. Only 12 thumbs up. Come on, don't be stingy, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know you're liking these videos so other people can join in, chime in, ask questions. So yeah, don't worry about that. The brownouts, like I said, not an issue. One brownout in like 2 months, I could deal with that. If you're gonna live somewhere in the province, in the boonies, in the bushes somewhere, you gotta get a generator or solar panels and all that stuff. But still, at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, like, why are you coming to the Philippines, right? So if you're coming out here to have exactly the same lifestyles back home, probably not gonna happen. It's gonna be some differences. If you're coming out here to like, for different reasons, I think you should prioritize why you're coming here and make your life a lot easier and less stressful. And once you get a hang of the stuff, you kind of learn to deal with it. So you find solutions to everything. I'm sorry, what? I love my little babe says, greetings from Tukayatuk. What? Tuktoyakut. What? Hold on, wait, I gotta say that. Tuktoyaktuk. That sounds super Canadian, bro, but welcome. Yeah, I know you're a long-time viewer. Sir William says 3 shots of espresso. You should be bouncing off the walls. I am, like in my mind. Physically, I'm just sitting here. I shouldn't do that. A very kind woman just walked by. Let's put it that way. Dave Mate says, I don't see the thumbs up in the live. Word. Yeah, YouTube Live is weird, man. I have a friend that did a live stream and she didn't have the super thanks, super chat where you could donate money available on her like live, so she had to email YouTube to get that fixed. So yeah, sometimes this whole thing is like glitchy. The algorithm, it's annoying as heck. Any thoughts on Davao? I fly for me. Davao, I was there for a week. I was just doing my YouTube stuff. It seems a bit more conservative. It's a lot cleaner. It's a bit more organized. People are a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for that I could probably, they seem to be a bit more, I don't want to say civil, but they seem to be more like structured. Everything just seemed to be kind of like prim, proper. Even like security guards still were using the mirrors to check under your car. The lights, everyone just seemed a bit more played by the books. It's a very general observation within a week of just going to the popular places. But they're still very kind of weird. I've never really been to any city in the Philippines where I felt people are not nice, or you're gonna have differences. This place is so massive when it comes to like different culture, different people types, different developments. It really comes down to, for me, honestly, I should travel a lot more. Although I've been to a lot of places, it was only for like a few days to the beach here and there. But I wish I was at a point where I had some stable income where I could just travel mainly for the places and not really for YouTube, because still to this day I got to consider YouTube first, where the expats are, where the internet's good, where I can just continue to work, right? So places like Sikihor, I went there, forget about it. You're not gonna get no work done over there. So I was there for 2 days in Sikihor, beautiful little island, and I liked it a lot. You know, peace, calm, quiet, not quite tarnished or tainted yet. It's a really cool place, but both nights there, very limited access to the internet. But I realized that quickly, and I put work out of my mind, and I really enjoyed that little Sikihor itself. The beautiful beach there as well. So that kind of stuff. If you just want to travel, you can find all kinds of stuff. But for work, for me, I'm mainly kind of restricted at the moment to some of the more popular, more developed areas around Cebu, Manila, or wherever I go. Sorry guys, let me go ahead and climb back up here in the comments. What's up with that Saturday Night Live sketch? I said, what up with, I can't remember. Anyways, 111 says 41 watching, 12 likes. Aw, what's up with that? Yeah, what's up with that, guys? Dave May says, any hidden gems to go in the Philippines, any province places? I don't really live in the province. I have no idea what that's all about, to be honest. There's a lot more channels that have better information on province life. I genuinely do not know, and I can't sit here and pretend like I do. When I've traveled through provinces, it is definitely a difference, right? So you'll see a big contrast between big major city spots and province life. And even just like at 2 kilometers outside of the city center, you'll see the underdeveloped areas, province life, more local living. You see butt naked kids running around, or like somebody like building a bike, and just like life is very different just right outside the city center. So if you want that, you can get it even in the cities, right? You don't have to go somewhere really random. But the good thing about the Philippines, man, people are just so kind and friendly. You cannot even have any money and just kind of still make it. I'm not saying go bum off people, but my point is, like, they're willing to give the shirt off the back to you. I've never had any issues with Filipino people personally. Some people do, but I don't know what kind of life they're living, what kind of areas they're going to, what kind of deals they're making, who they're chasing, all that stuff. But if you're respectful here, trust me, you're never going to be mistreated. And I interview probably over 1,000 people right now on channel, right? Easily. And I've never once had any bad experience. One time, I'm not going to lie, one time out of all those people, there was 2, not that it matters, like trans people, and they were so full of themselves, really dressed up to their tits. So I was like, excuse me, they just kind of gave me this chin to the air and walked away. But that's only once. I have over 1,000 Filipinos easily. But the foreigners here are the ones that kind of have an attitude still. So what am I talking about? Was a question. Hidden gems. Basically, anywhere you go, you're gonna find something. Double tap the screen for the thumbs up. Thank you, Violet. We appreciate that. You guys heard that? Double tap the screen. It is weird that it's not up here, right? I think so too. Pat S is in the house. Double tap, everyone. Forgive Alex the thumbs up. Thanks, Pat. Much appreciated. Captain America. Hello. Hi. So William says, I visited Thailand several times since 2019. I prefer Samui or Drumtam area, Chiang Mai. Yeah, Thailand's on a different level. I don't think it's fair to compare Thailand to the Philippines. They have really streamlined the entire tourism industry, right? So everything from just even the airport alone, the taxis are self-serve. You basically type in, like, the taxi system at the Bangkok airport, Suvarnabhumi, is amazing. It's like a terminal, like when you go order McDonald's, right? So you put in the info, prints you out a receipt, and the taxi matches that receipt. Everything is pretty much like, they can't try to scam you. It's gonna be impossible. And if they do, you have all the info. They don't really dare. So even from that to like everything from the train system, the infrastructure, the food, it's all like really organized for decades now. So they've really gone ahead and made tourism a priority, where I think the Philippines is starting to slowly understand that. The president recently announced that he's having this initiative to try to drive up more tourism. They're building new like tourist spots and stations. They're doing a whole bunch of stuff here trying to like improve tourism. So I think it's going to happen in the future, but probably not anytime soon, at least not catching up to Thailand. But I hope you're not coming here to compete with Thailand, because if you want to go to Thailand's a whole different story, I think. So for me, I think, because I've been to like bigger cities like Iloilo, Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Manila, Cebu, obviously. I think once again, it depends. What are you looking for? If you're looking for peace and quiet, just a comfortable life, Ilo was really surprising to me. It was just nice. The place I stayed, Mega World, the business area, less traffic than everywhere else. What else? I think maybe Ilo. But then, if you're looking for beaches that's close by to the cities, I'm still a big fan of Cebu City here. That's why I'm here because, like, not that beaches specifically, but they like you got Bohol that's close by, Malapas, Bansayan, Oslo. All these places are within like 3 to 6 hour bus ride, van ride, train ride, not train, ferry ride, right? So you can get to the beaches if you want to make a getaway. Then you got the Lap Mactan area where it's got a casino, resort. It's got something for everybody. So I think Cebu kind of takes up all the boxes if you just want to get a distance. So maybe between Iloilo and Cebu, your top ones. BGC is wonderful as far as like modern buildings and just like it's just like any other major city. You don't really feel like you're in the Philippines. You feel like any Western place. So if you're not looking for that, I'll skip that. Do the locals give you a stink eye when you walk with the Filipina? I don't walk with Filipinas, so I don't get no stink eyes. But nobody's giving me a stink eye about anything. I mean, I've walked with a few, obviously. I take them out to a coffee, or if I'm walking with a friend or an interview, nobody looks at me. But then again, I think I'm relatively young compared to some other guys that are here that are walking with a much younger Filipina, so I don't get any. And over here, at least in this area, it's very common. People have seen it 100 times. If I go in a province somewhere, maybe I'll get the stink eye anyways, whether I'm with the Filipino or not, because I might be new to the area, to the hood, to the neighborhood. Who is this dude? What is he doing? What does he want? Anything like that. Dave May said, is it safe to go backpacking in the Philippines? I would say yes. I think it's safe. I don't think, no matter what happens, probably one of the safest countries I've traveled to. If you're going to get involved in some illegal activities and be in areas you shouldn't be, it's going to be unsafe for you. But if you're just a regular person, being respectful, carrying a backpack, jumping island to island, yes, 100% safe. Sports lover says, you live in a condo, bro, so you have a pool, Wi-Fi, etc. Was in Cebu for a few weeks, then got a bit bored. Maybe I need to read a few books or something. Boredom comes to those that, I don't want to say you're a boring person, but there really is something for everyone, right? Like, I don't know what you're expecting here. There's like casinos, there's beaches, there's pubs, there's clubs, there's rooftop bars, there's night markets, there's women, there's malls, there's like playground, there's tennis, badminton, track. There's nothing here that I don't have in Canada. Okay, some stuff is not to standards of par, but like, I also know where my location is, right? So if you're bored, pick up a hobby, man. Music. Over here, people love playing music. There's live bands in different spots. Check out the night market. Go take care of a dog. There's shelters out here. Do some philanthropy. All this, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do here. So maybe, read some books or just get some ideas. Whenever I get bored, I just kind of like step out of it. Like I consciously decide to go do something different because like I know I'm bored. So then I just get out of that rut, because it feels like that. It's like me when I do interviews. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go out there talk to strangers and like, but I'm like, yo, shut up, get your ass up, don't be lazy. So that's it. You go and do your thing. Do guys pee on the sidewalk and walls? Some guys do, but it's not a problem where I'm just like, oh my god, somebody pissing on a wall. It's happened before. I've seen it before. The guy's got to go. He's gonna go, right? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but over here, some people do it, and especially in like some people that are not educated, some people that don't give a shit, some people that don't give a fuck. What do you think? They're gonna piss on the wall if they want. But what's that to me, right? It's not my wall, right? It's not my friend. It's nothing to do with me. So. Real Hillbilly says, hopefully I'll visit the Philippines next year. I've been to Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. Yeah, definitely visit. It's a beautiful place. Revolution Recorder said, Thailand is like a scary jungle. Philippines is like a big, cozy hug. I guess it depends on what you're getting involved in. Like I said, both places got their pros and cons for so many different reasons. Yeah, Dave May said, Manila's expensive. I was looking for condoms. They gotta buy cheaper condoms, bro. Condos for around 500K, and you hardly get anything in Medellin, Bogota, Colombia. For that, you can get a penthouse. Yeah. Don't, please. I don't care what anybody says. I would never invest in a condo in Manila. It's just too expensive. It's just not worth it. The units are small. It's just you don't really get value. Yeah. 111 said, if I were to make the Philippines my landing place in retirement, I would want to be in a city that has essential needs, food, medical, airport infrastructure, but not a big city, Cebu or Manila. Well, for that, I'll pick Cebu. But a lot of people I think they have like a VA veteran hospital or something. So people like Manila for that. I'm not really sure because I'm not at that age and I don't really have any medical conditions. So I don't have no idea when it comes to like hospitals and like that kind of stuff. But you can't go wrong. I would recommend just like staying a couple months in each and see which one you like. Don't like rent a 1 year or place immediately. Don't do that. Spend like $100 more a month just to have the complete freedom of traveling wherever you want to go and finding a place that actually suits your needs that you want. Jim Woody S says, I was in the Philippines last January, going back for 2 months in January 25. I think I would get bored staying a year round. I have a lot going on in the States in the summers. Yeah, Jim, it's not for everybody, right? So you guys might have a wonderful life in the US or Canada. You may not want to be here, right? It's not for everybody, right? But if you're coming here, I think if you just forget where you came from and look at the Philippines for what it is, you'll have a wonderful time. If you throw all the expectations out the window, you'll have a great time. Things are not cheap here, especially if you're staying here short term. Don't think you're gonna come here and just like have a whole bunch of money out of the blue, because like if you're gonna eat at places like behind me or any of these malls, it's gonna run you like anywhere from like $8 to $15 anyways, right? So I mean, the way I see that, that's not relatively cheap when you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna save a bunch of money. Yeah, of course it's cheaper than the US, but my point is if you want a Western lifestyle, you're gonna pay a little bit. But if you're gonna come here, maybe live like a local, at least to some degree, you'll save a ton of money. If I wasn't directly in the city center, just a kilometer away, I'll probably cut my rent in half. And that's my biggest expense, right? So if I rented a motorbike or scooter, instead of taking a taxi everywhere, it would drop a whole bunch of money on transportation. So yeah, the place is pretty cool if you know what you're doing and you have a clear idea what you want. One thing about the Philippines here, they let you bring your dogs in the malls. At least all the malls I've been to, but they have to wear a diaper. It's pretty funny. So I seen a dog over there wearing a diaper. So it's something new. Captain America said, my Filipino wife been in the U.S. for 10 years. Awesome. So Williams, what are some of your favorite Filipino foods? I like I'm trying to think. I like the pancit canton, that's like the noodles. I don't mind lumpia, the vegetarian kinds. I don't eat pork, so that cuts off so much of the food. Plus, I'm not a big seafood fan, so like, hey, look at these guys. You guys want to say hello to my vlog? Hey, let's see how friendly Filipinos are. And you tell me you don't want to come here, right? Look at this. Well, you just made like 20 new friends walking around. You might buy them a beer. You might have to, but at least they're nice. Same thing with women. 20 women walk by, I'd probably do the same thing. Doesn't mean they're gonna all like go home with you, but the point is you can be friendly out here. You can start a conversation. You can approach people without feeling like a total creep, right? If you're respectful here, people they'll show you a lot of love. Sir Williams, I grew up in Detroit. I don't miss the snow. Yeah, I don't either. Tip to Tip says, I'm from the U.S. Stayed in Cebu IT Park for 30 days this past November and loved it there. Yeah, IT Park actually is always between Ayala Business Park or IT Park. This time I stayed here because it's just like right above the mall, so it makes my job a lot easier. But I think I would still prefer IT Park just because of the Cebu Mercado there. Every night I can get something different food. Also, a lot of the call center ladies are there, so it makes my job for interviews a bunch easier. Over here, I have to look for people to interview, but IT Park, they're all everywhere. Yeah, IT Park's pretty cool. It's like a big campus, basically. Kevin Venture said, Philip, hey bro, are you into riding motorcycles around the islands? I am now. I just recently learned how to ride a scooter. I know, surprise. Just a few months ago. So, past couple, I rode a motorbike in Guimaras Islands across from Iloilo. When I was in Chiang Mai recently, I rode a daily. So, it's a whole different world. A lot of fun for sure. Jen B. Seno. Greetings from Southern California, Alex, and have a good day. But greetings to you, and thank you so much. Antonio Santos says Trump and Elon investing in the Philippines big time. There might be, and this Philippines investments and all that, the whole Pogo situation. I just don't see the regular people benefiting a lot from some of these major deals. I'm just being a skeptic, of course. I don't know the details, but just from my life experience, a lot of times, all these big companies, all these big countries investing in a place doesn't really help the local population in any way. Elon Musk probably gets a whole bunch of benefits, obviously being $400 billion worth apparently. And then Trump, I don't know what he gets out of it, but the people, it's hard to see them doing it for the people, right? So it's probably most likely lining up the pockets of the rich as usual. The ruiner for sure. Yeah, maybe. Anthony Seal says, oh, this is a great point. Anthony says, beach access is surprisingly limited in Cebu. It is. If you come into Cebu City and think you can just walk onto a nice beach, very unlikely. Over here, the beaches are all privatized, essentially, run through resorts, and you have to pay like a daily access fee, where you have to stay at the hotel, or you got to take your ass somewhere for 3 hours, 2 hours across to get beach access. At least from the place, all the public beaches are garbage, trash. I'm sorry, but just the way it is. For some reason, I guess that's why they're public here, and it's either full of rocks, full of kids, full of trash, or just not a place you imagine when you think of the Philippines. Beautiful beaches. All those beaches are specifically to different locations, less populated places. They're not in Cebu. So if you've never been here, and you think I'm gonna go to Cebu City and just go to the beach daily, it's not gonna happen. Captain America says Thailand hooker experience, Philippines girlfriend experience. I've heard. I've never been to Thailand. That's false. It's full. Yeah, completely disagree. Dave May said, if you could live in the Philippines or Thailand, which would it be? That's a great question. Well, I'm in the Philippines now, so I think that answers that. Captain America says, I've only dated one Filipina. She was my wife. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. A wife material from the Philippines. Adam said, you need a windsock for your mic. You mean one of these bad boys? Yeah, well, like I said, this is on my phone. This is completely random. I don't usually do live streams outside, and I can't hook this up to the mic, so my bad. Philip Massey, hey Alex, just need to smile to not seem creepy. I walk around like this. Yeah, you're right, you gotta smile. Antonio Santos said Azuri Beach Resort by Paris Hilton, Manila, and Pampanga. Sounds wonderful. Captain America, I could not find an American-sized helmet in Dumaguete. Got mine in the USA, took it to the Philippines. Oh, pretty cool. You got a giant head or something, bro? I mean, I've seen some giant helmets out here. Or do you mean like maybe not just the size, quality? Well, thank you for sharing. Bring your helmets, I guess. Adam Kidd says, I recently had a stroke. Oh my God. In Thailand, the total bill was 210 US dollars. My Lord, imagine having a stroke, going to the hospital, and obviously they fixed them enough to be messaging me and only charging you $210. So I'm glad you're okay, Adam. And thank you for sharing the prices and your service at the Thai hospitals. Dave says, where is the dating scene better, Philippines or Thailand? That's a good question. So it depends on how do you define better? It's definitely easier in the Philippines, right? So the Philippines is easier for several reasons. Number one, English as well, like a lot of people speak English. So the fact that you can communicate easier with women mathematically and logically increase your chances of dating. So that alone, I would say, is better in the Philippines. Women are a bit more approachable, for sure. And the reason why it's not like that in Thailand, some women, they think their English is not good, when it might be okay, but they are shy to speak in Thailand, for example. You can see the difference between the wind is coming from here, huh? Okay, maybe I can make the angle like this. Like, how bad is this wind? I don't even feel the wind, I'm so hot. Okay, But so I'd say for ease and convenience, probably Philippines is better for dating. Anthony says, you going to do a Cebu meetup? No, I don't tend to do meetups anymore. Never again. Um, Thanks, Pat. I appreciate that. Adam Kidd says, okay, wind is coming again. The helmet's sold for bicycles in Dumaguete. I find it hard to believe. How are all those people with motorbikes driving around, right? You got to find some helmets that are suitable for motorbikes. Wow. So Adam Kidd's talking about the price of $210 being for public hospitals. Technology changes people. Philippines has less than Thailand. Yes, it does. But Philippines is the #1 country with the most time spent on their phones. So once again, it really comes down to what you consider change and how are people using technology, and yeah, there's too many factors, guys. This is all general shit, right? My experience could be very different than yours. What I do could be very different than your daily life. The fact that I don't go to bars or drink or out here chasing women can be very different than what you want to do here. So what I think can be different than what you think when you come here. But overall, like I said, people are nice. English is great. Visa's easy. Cost of living is still a lot cheaper than Canada. So I mean, for me, I have nothing to complain about. And no incidents happen daily, not just here, anywhere in the world. If I'm stuck in traffic, next time I know to stay my ass home around 5 or 6 p.m. or take a motorbike taxi or something, right? If the food's not to my liking, I start cooking at home. I've been cooking at home because I just know what's in my food is faster, is healthier, and I just like enjoy watching something while I eat something, right? So all these things, there's ways around it, right? And if my internet was such an issue, I'd just invest into a Starlink, or the small one, the portable one. Yeah, it's expensive, but if it means that much to me, I would have done that. So, yeah, life is great. Shalom, shalom. I bought a Honda Lead 2022 costing 62,000 pesos. Oh, bought Honda Lead. So that's about 2,000 Canadian. I guess it's a motorcycle. Okay. Dave May, what's an affordable city to live in that's not Manila with access to entertainment, restaurants, and good hospitals? Probably Dumaguete then. But they don't have an airport, right? You gotta catch the ferry to Cebu to get an airport. Do they have an airport in Dumaguete? I don't know. Guys, a lot of other guys know a lot more about this kind of stuff. Moalboal or Oslo? I would pick Moalboal. I like Moalboal better. I have much more to do there. Andy's here. Yo, Poe. What's up, Andy? How's it going, bro? Kevin says, the videos I see of Bohol, the beaches are unreal beautiful. What would be a downside to living on Bohol? Not really too much. It's just a separate island, right? So you gotta, if you need something from Cebu, like immigration or something like that, you have to come. But even then, like once every 2 months, is that really a big deal? I don't know where the mic is, up here or down here. I think the mic is up here. Let me put my hat on here. Maybe that helps. I can't see myself, but maybe it helps the wind. Can you guys still hear me? I put my cap on the mic. Anyways, so I haven't really heard too many downsides of Bohol, to be honest. Maybe they might be prone to more natural disasters, but that I'm just assuming. Honestly, I can't think of any negatives, except for the fact that it's not landlocked. I mean, nowhere in the Philippines landlocked. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything negative about Bohol, to be honest. I've been there about 3 times, multiple occasions. I like it a lot. I got a lot of stuff to do as far as activities, nature, beaches, and all that. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jason. Jason says Dumaguete has an airport. Awesome. He's flown a few times. the hat is a genius, I think, for the mic. I'm glad it works because I don't want you guys being annoyed by the wind. Alright, so like I said, there's no point to the discussion. I wanted to do this first, waste some time, not gonna lie, just for me. Second, to check in with you guys. It's been a while. I'm surprised over 50 people are watching at this time. Usually we have like 15 or 20, but I do these usually earlier in the day. So today, a bit later. surprised nobody's at the mall today, and nobody's walked by here. But then it's still kind of early. What time is it? 11:30, maybe 12. I wanted to go to Laos, but I looked at some condo prices. Buddy, 1,500? It's like 3 times the price of Thailand, twice the price of the Philippines. I think they know what's going on. They know that supply and demand, right? There's only a few condos available in Vientiane. So unless I want to stay at a hotel or pay like 1,500 for a month, I'm not doing that. Not for Laos. I know they got nothing going on over there. No offense. So, at least not like here or Thailand. So I just wanted to visit. I might go for a week and stay at a hostel, meet some people that way. But aside from that, what's next? And Dave said, I love to live on an island with a beachfront property where there aren't not too many expats. That's the dream. Oh, you can find a ton of places, man. You come here, you do a little research, you'll be surprised how many places you can find. Just basically do your own little investigation, check out some different places, take a boat to a random, just go on the Google map, man. Just like find a beach that looks nice and just look at some place for rent in that city. You'll be surprised what you find. Yeah, Adam Kidd says if you go to the Philippines for the right reason, a person can create an amazing life. I think so too, and not just the Philippines, right? Anywhere you go, you have to kind of like remind yourself why you're coming, right? If you're coming here to be a mongerer, so you could do that back home. Why come across? If you're gonna pay for entertainment, you might as well just stay home and do it. Yeah, okay, it's cheaper over here, but by the time you consider the flight, the hotel, everything else, it's like, do you really want to come here just for that? You know, if you want to find a wife or a partner or something meaningful, then yeah, then I'll give you time to investigate, right? Joshua James says a lot of people are seriously thinking of leaving the Philippines, the U.S. They are. I mean, times are tough in the U.S. and Canada, all Western countries. The prices are soaring. The politics and the government and all this stuff is like, and people start to realize the older they get, they don't want to work forever, man. For what? Like I've seen all these younger people in their 50s and 60s having strokes, and one of them is going to be the end of someone. So you work hard all your life to just get nothing. It's not fair, right? So if you can't make the move, I recommend just trying to do whatever it takes to make it happen for yourself. Captain America says, my 33-year-old son married an OFW, Filipina, in New York City as an ambulance worker, okay? Nurse, I got it. I wouldn't say 10 times, but yeah, you definitely multiply your savings and income if you come here. Yulium, that's unique, says Dumaguete Airport will be international airport soon, and bypass road in the city should improve the city traffic and tourism. A lot of condo development going on there currently. Yeah, Dumaguete probably was the place to be about 10, 15 years ago, but I think with all this YouTubers living there and the recent hype and everything, I'm sure, just assuming, it may have lost some of its like attraction maybe, because if it's just like anywhere, over tourism, right? So at some place it may have been a hidden gem at some point, but not everybody knows about it. Everybody's there, and sometimes some expats don't give it a good reputation. So next it's going to be a different island. I just read an article in the New York Times. It says Siargao is the next Bali. I'm like, it's a long way to go, but you know, you keep promoting a place, people are going to keep going there, and eventually be overrun by foreigners. Oh, Frank White's here. Hello from Northern Virginia. Keep up the good work. Thank you, thank you. Speaking of keeping up the good work, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, but if you don't know, I have a second channel called Asia Now, where I talk about Philippines, Thailand, and other Asian news on a daily basis, practically. If you guys want to check out that kind of stuff, take a look at Asia Now, and it's just a way to like keep in touch with what's going on around here. Joshua says, Kuya Pogi said, if you move there and marry a Filipina, what visa do you need to stay? Got no clue, bro. Probably a Balikbayan visa, a marriage visa, I ain't married, but there's tons of videos online to take a look. I'm sure somebody could tell in the comment section. Jason says, I like Darwin and the outskirts of Dumaguete, much quieter. I also like Anda and the island of Bohol. Yeah, I think Darwin has Critter Hunter, right? He's in Darwin right now, so he's got a good channel just about diving. He's got a dive shop there, and yeah, all those places you'll find a place. Trust me, if you come out here and you actually look, you're gonna find good places. Good morning from Halifax. Good morning, Nova Scotia on the house. I think 10x in the province, which I prefer 5x in the city. Yeah, why not? Frank White. I'm from the Lynchburg, Virginia. Virginia, yeah, VA. It's Virginia, right? I suck at stuff. Oh. Wrestling. All right, guys, let's do this for another. Like, my ass is getting sore on these metal chairs, you know. Let's do this for a couple more minutes. Ask any questions you have. Hit that like button. You can double tap the screen, I think someone mentioned, so thank you for that tip. Let's see. Halifax, did you see Finn Snow? Is famous. I've heard of him. I haven't seen him. I know when I first started coming to the Philippines, he was in Cebu like 3 years ago. But I've never seen him personally, but I know a lot of people, I'm sure, follow him. Wow. Yeah, see, Jason says, yep, Critter Hunter, that's what took me to Darwin. I'm an underwater photographer. Love it. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, the Critter Hunter, I think his name is Jason, I forgot his name, but, like, some of the photos he takes, some of the videos he takes, some of the animals that are underwater, it's like better than National Geographic. That guy is a phenomenal photographer. He like makes videos like incredible scenes I've never seen when it came to like actual underwater creatures. So if you're into photography, definitely check out, or any kind of underwater stuff, Critter Hunter. I can't even say it. So yeah. Kevin says, yeah, your Asia Now channel is awesome. I watch it every day. It gives me some insight into the news there. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Captain America is watching from sunny Bakersfield, California. I've heard of that place. Halifax Computer says he has a big house in the Philippines. Okay. What's the average rent price for 2 bedroom? 2 bedroom? The thing about the Philippines, to go from a studio to a 1 bedroom, it almost doubles the price. It's just kind of weird. And I can imagine 2 bedroom. I would assume around 60,000 pesos for a 2 bedroom would be average, maybe 50. Did you see Hungarian Syria? No, I think he's in BGC area, so I haven't seen him. Captain America says, I don't call him that anymore. Might hurt his big feelings. Oh, big diver. Yeah, you know, I'm sure it's not easy for some people to take some of these words, you know. You gotta understand. Young Fresh Global Travel. Hey man, you should interview me to help advertise my Airbnb in Cebu IT Park. Happy to offer a discount to your subs. 1 bedroom at 38 Park Avenue. Young Fresh, how about you give me a discount and I'll put you on the channel. I'm gonna be here often, so 30 Park Avenue doesn't have a good reputation among some people, but maybe I can change that. Send me an email to talknowcanada@gmail.com. You're buffering. Boo. How much for a studio then? Studio in Cebu will range from 20 to 30,000, somewhere between there, depending on which area you're gonna stay in and what's included. You can get them cheaper right outside, maybe 15,000, but you might have to pay for your own water, electricity, internet, and all that. So you got to take a taxi into Ayala every day, so it's going to add up to the same thing. So anywhere from 20 to 30,000 on a short-term 1-month lease without deposit. If you want to do 6 months or a year, you could probably get it around 18,000 pesos a month. But that's just from my experience staying at some of the more popular condos around IT Park or Cebu City. Some people pay more, some people pay less. So really, it's like a wide range. But if you go on Airbnb, anywhere from $500 to $700 for a studio or USD a month, because you're paying for Airbnb fees and cleaning fees and taxes and all that. That's why I just do like a direct message to the Airbnb host and say, hey, I'll give you this much cash, or just go on Facebook, right? Facebook groups, rentals. Just make sure the person is legit. Halifax Computer says, What kind of job did you do in Canada? My last job in Canada was working for Netflix as an accountant. Actually, not an accountant. Let's just say I can data entry. It's easier that way. um, Adam says, forget New York resolution for 2025. Instead, see the 365 days of opportunities to build a better life. Each day is a chance to take meaningful steps towards your goals. Yeah, every day you could be doing something to improve yourself. Every single day. And now I'm at a point in my life where if I don't do something, I feel like I wasted my day. And when I say I don't do something, I mean like because I have a YouTube channel. So if I don't interview somebody, if I don't edit a video, if I don't work on a thumbnail, if I don't work with a sponsor, or just something. I got to do something. Even today, that's why I did this live stream. I felt like I was wasting my day, and not that I'm bettering myself, but at least I feel like I'm being productive. And the least I can do daily is just go get my fat ass to the gym and just at least put 30 minutes of work into an elliptical to get my heart pumping. You know, it's easy to come out here and just live this like fucking chill life. You know, spend $100 on coffee a week. You could do that. You can just eat pizza every day. You won't like. It won't really hurt your bank account, but like the point is you got to take like actual steps to kind of maintain your health or your mental state or your financial state, something. You gotta, if there's no goals in life, I just feel like you can only chill for so long before you really go downhill, right? So I could only relax for a week on a beach before I start putting on weight or mentally being drained and being lazy. So you have to have limits, just like everything else. Too much of anything is not good. Even women, if you're coming out here, you want to see somebody every night of the week, someone different, that's gonna like do something to you. Like it's gonna affect your health. It's gonna affect the way you look at women. It's gonna affect a whole bunch of stuff. Even your reputation. Like imagine bringing a different girl to your home every day and what people might say. Maybe you don't give a shit. I don't know. My point is like too much of anything. I personally think it's not good. Rambling once again, though. Mm-hmm. Revolution says, I'm about to retire on 500 a month in the Philippines. Oh, I thought you were going to retire in 500 months. Oh, that's going to be tough, but not impossible. I mean, people here do it. So if you're going to live in like a local habitat, eat like food at home and cook your own food and maybe just walk and rent a motorbike or something, 500 is doable. Anything is doable. I can live on 100 if I really want. Eat rice every day and live in like a shared room for $60. You could do anything, but do you really want to is the question. Captain America says, my wife going to rent out her new 3-bedroom house in Valencia, close to Dumaguete on a 1184 Okay, so Captain America is renting out the house. Yeah, I'm sure you can. A lot of people have interest in these places. Angela Habib says, hi Alex, I'm living in Davao, visited IT Park many times. I'm dying to get back home to Canada. I appreciate it more now. Do you appreciate Canada more or less now? Depends, right? Like certain things I've always appreciated Canada. Like it's still my home. I love Canada. So it's not really not appreciating it. But for my lifestyle and where I was in my life, in which stage of my life, it just didn't make sense to me to stay there. I don't want to pay $17 to eat lunch, and be disappointed. But over here, $3 to $5, I'm very happy. So cost of living was big for me. I don't really miss anything about Canada, but then I'm not married, I got no kids, I got no reason to be there right now. So it's different. Over here I have complete freedom. My wallet, my budget doesn't affect me because I was living off of, I'm earning USD, spending in local currency, right? So yeah, I don't know. I don't appreciate Canadian wokeness, too much freedom and government and all that. Taxes for breathing air now, carbon tax and all that shit's pissing me off. Yeah, F Canada. So what do you use for editing? Said Alpha. I just use CapCut, man. I edit on my phone still to this day. We got over 60 people watching, 46 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Use the super thanks, super chats if you guys want to show some appreciation. Hit the thumbs up, like the video, whatever. Let's get this going. Too many Eules? What's a EULES? Eules. How about the temperatures? I don't miss that either. It's too cold. Rules. Too many rules. You're right. I love the simple and local to the revolution. I built a house for $1,500 in the province. Wow. But this is what I'm talking about. My man's living off of 1,500 built house in the province somewhere in the Philippines. Yeah, $1,500. That's 1 month's rent in Canada, right? So that's pretty cool. Adam says, I've seen plenty of men rent a girlfriend and marry them. Most of them wonder why their life is miserable. Yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be going to a... You can't turn those women into wives. Please stop. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's right. Oh, the foreman charged 500 pesos a day plus lunch. I guess to build your house. That's pretty cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. So Angela Habib says, thanks, Alex. My underage kids are still in Canada and miss the food. Yeah, I mean, if you got kids, they're your priority, right? You can't live for yourself first. You gotta live for your kids first. So that makes more sense. The food, yeah, that's something to be missed because Canada's multicultural and we got food. I miss Jamaican food, man. I want some jerk chicken, some oxtail, some rice and peas. So like, you can't find Jamaican food here. Good luck. I don't know any place here Jamaican food or Caribbean food. Or even Mediterranean food. Like, you get some people think they're making Mediterranean food, but what does woke mean? Google it. I like your video, you're a funny man. Thank you, Halifax. Appreciate that. Angela Habib, I agree. Canada has fallen apart and a shitty country. And these days I still miss it. Yeah, I miss it too, and I miss the family. I miss the wide open roads, the fact that I was driving back home. And what else I miss? The air, the clean air in Canada is definitely something that's underrated sometimes. Every time I go back, just the quality of my respiratory system, I remember like, oh, I can breathe normally here. It's just, it's pretty good. Pretty good life, actually. I miss Canada now. What? Halifax pays 12K a month in bills. Do you speak Arabic? Habibi, I don't speak no Arabic. Wallah. I don't, nothing. I just know a couple words. That's it. Okay, let's do like 7 more minutes and I'll end this live stream. Because, like I said, my butt gets sore. Cold AF in Canada. It is cold right now. It's getting cold. December, right? And it's going to be like this at least 3 or 4 months coming up. So, yeah. I miss the old America I grew up with. Adam, man, the whole West is changing. It was like growing up, coming to Canada was like a dream for everyone. Now, I know a lot of people moving back to their home country just because they can't either afford to live there and so many other stuff, so. Trump joked about Canada becoming a territory of America. I've seen many Canadians for it. Would you be? No? I will not. I miss the old America, yeah. Shout out to Hugh. Funny. Halifax. It was nice talking to you, but you lived like a king over... You're very lucky. I don't want to say I lived like a king, but I felt freedom like a king, that's for sure. I could do and pretty much go and say and act any way I want without... There's always repercussions and consequences for your actions, so I'm not saying come out here and be an idiot, but I just feel like you do tend to have a bit more freedom out here in Asia, and you are looked upon a bit more respectfully here, just based off the culture, history, colonialism, all that shit, whatever. Even though I'm not white, I still get favorable things going on for me, so that always goes a long way. And lastly, but most importantly, is the cost of living is still cheaper. So if you have no real ties to Canada, I don't see me paying $2,000 on rent alone and never being able to date or go to restaurants regularly. I mean, I could date, but I gotta like really put in the effort to get to know someone or whatever, right? Like a coworker or something. Or over here, the whole 6 feet, 6 figures, six this and that really doesn't exist to the level as it does in the West. If you want to come out here for like partners and all that, so there's a whole bunch of positives for living here. Angelo says, yes, also AF here in Philippines. You can't go out and enjoy during daytime unless you're at the beach or something. Yeah, it's hot out here for sure. If you want to go to Asia, you won't want to go back. Hey, Colleen is here. Hello, Colleen. Colleen's is the masters of emojis. She's always on my Asia Now videos sending me a whole bunch of emojis. So thank you for those. Smiley faces and thumbs ups and all that. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think it's like 12 o'clock now. I have no idea. If I touch the screen, I might like end the stream. I don't know. I'm not even hungry. She looks very different with her hair up. Anyways, should I talk to this girl here? Should I have to work or? You guys want to see some live game coming from me? How many of you guys have seen it on the channel? So it's no surprise. Plus, I don't know who's watching. I might get in trouble, you know? What's the temperature there right now? Probably 30. I don't know. It's always humid and sticky, though. You ever see Becoming Filipino? The dude is living somewhere in a different province. I haven't seen him. But I did email him like once a long time ago when I only had like 2,000 subscribers asking him for an interview. And he understandably was busy and no hate there. But I haven't seen him, no. I think that guy is like genuinely becoming Filipino. Like he's living life here like a person that would want to live life and become a citizen here. I don't know. I haven't really watched many of his videos, but I know he does like proper traveling, goes to places that I would never even know existed, for example. So good for him. I envy those kind of people. Imagine like not worrying about a budget or something and just traveling for yourself. But even then, it might get boring at some point if you have no job, right? Kevin says, mentally, how do you feel right now, knowing you are in the Philippines compared to Canada? Like, all the weight is off your shoulder? Yeah, I have no stress here, man. I have like, my biggest concern is like, what am I going to eat today? Like, which option shall I choose? Like, I really, it's not having to wake up early to go to work and stay in traffic and commute and answer to a boss or something. If I lived in Canada, I'd have to be working. And I'm done working for somebody else. So that by itself is worth anything. It's priceless, right? So, yeah. Okay, so 2 more minutes. Overall, basically, the Philippines has a lot to offer. If you're coming here for the right reasons, if you know why you're coming here, if you come here with an open mind and expect things to maybe sometime not be so smooth, but there's always a solution, there's always a way, and the people make everything worthwhile. The cost of living is going to be favorable for you if you come from the West. The temperatures are warm, it's hot. If you want to be on the beach, you can be on the beach for the rest of your life. There are many places. If you want to be in a city, a place like this, you get high-rise buildings, Western food, conveniences, anything you want. If you want to come here for women, plenty of women to choose from. Just make sure you pick the right one and not just like the first person that says hello to you. I know a lot of men coming from where we come from, it's very rare to get any attention, right? So when a nice 20-year-old says hello to you, all logic goes out the window, right? So I can sit out here and tell you that till I'm blue in the face, but I know it's gonna happen continuously till the end of time because biologically we are built to chase in that way, to try to, So I get it, I understand, but hopefully with some videos like this and some information, you can make better choices, I guess. But overall, I can't complain, man. Life's good. LG. What was your career? I used to be a casino manager and then an accountant, I guess, or data entry for Netflix. Are you on a visa? Yeah, I'm on a tourist visa. What do you say in the new visa interviews? Nothing. There's no interview. People making that a big deal. All they do is ask you, why are you staying? You say travel. That's it. I've renewed my visa twice in the past like 4 months and they haven't asked me anything except for like why are you staying? And I say for travel. That's it. They're just meant to do the job properly. It's weird. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go and harass some people, get some interviews. You guys have a wonderful day. Come on, new restaurant, Balakon. Every man has a story. Mark Twain had a stroke. Yeah, somebody said that, so I hope he is well. Maybe I'll cover that tomorrow with Asia now, but I don't want to say something I don't know, so I got to look into it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. How do I end this? Okay.